Dialogue is extremely important. And the way you use your dialogue can influence if it's exposition heavy or if it's showing instead of telling. Now, we like to use show, sometimes tell on this channel because you do need some context, and exposition is okay. Just depends on how you use it. But today we are specifically going to focus on how to use show, sometimes tell within dialogue to reveal character traits and advance the plot. Because in reality, we want to avoid exposition using dialogue to show rather than tell. Because if exposition flows naturally through characters and or the narrative itself, it's less, hey, let's stop what's happening to explain things. We never want to stop the flow of the narrative to explain things. We want to explain things through the narrative and or the character. Because when done right, dialogue can subtly show us who a character is, what they want, and even what they're afraid of without hitting the reader over the head with direct exposition. Okay? So, before we really get into it, what is showing versus telling? Well, showing versus telling is about creating an experience for the reader rather than just giving them facts. When it comes to dialogue, showing means using the way characters speak, their word choices, subtext, and even what they choose not to say to reveal who they are and what's driving them. Instead of telling the reader, character A is nervous, you can show it through their hesitant speech, stammering, or awkward attempts at humor. By using dialogue effectively, you can convey emotions, motivations, and relationships without relying on explicit expect, explicit exposition, making your storytelling more immersive and engaging. Because dialogue becomes a window into the character's mind and heart, and it propels specifically the story forward without the reader feeling like they're being spoon fed information. Because a character going, I am so nervous, I'm not sure I can go ahead, could be effective. But if it is constantly that way, if all the dialogue is represented as a character going, I'm so angry at you because you did X, Y, and Z, that might work in young adult. That might definitely work in middle grade. But the point is, how do you show characters through that? Well, there are three ways to not approach this technique first. Let's talk about what you shouldn't do. The first is overloading dialogue with exposition. One common mistake is using dialogue as a way to dump information directly to the reader. This can make conversations feel unnatural and forced. For example, having a character say, as you know, I've been working here for 10 years and I'm still struggling with my confidence, is an obvious attempt to tell the reader something instead of letting it come out naturally. Instead, you could have the character say something like, I don't know, I can't believe I've been here over a decade and I'm still making mistakes like this. Okay. There's a little bit more nuance in the second version. Now, the second thing that you should not be doing with this approach is making it too on the nose. Dialogue that's too on the nose leaves nothing to the imagination and spells everything out for the reader. If a character says, I'm angry because you lied to me and I can't trust you anymore, it removes the subtext and depth for the conversation. Instead, the character should be presenting an opportunity for not only the reader to infer, but the other characters. So that's what we're doing now, just saying whatever we need to get whatever we want. This implies anger and mistrust without explicitly stating it, allowing the subtext to come through naturally. And finally, avoiding conflict in dialogue. Another pitfall is writing dialogue where everyone is agreeing or avoiding tension. Conflict is a powerful tool for revealing character traits, motivations, and weakness. Challenge, challenge, challenge. You always want to challenge your characters. If characters are always polite and agreeable, the dialogue falls flat and it becomes harder to show who they really are. More importantly, I think we should go to Mount Doom to throw the ring away. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We should do that. What about you guys? Yeah, I think it's important that we do that. Yeah. No one disagrees? No, let's just do it. All right. Which way do you want to go? What way do you guys want to go? You want to go through the mountain or over the mountain? Well, I guess we'll go over the mountain in the cold. I mean, Legolas gets to walk on the snow because he's an elf, but we all have to trench through it. But hey, I think that's a good idea. If Frodo wants to go through the snow, then I agree. What about you? Yeah, I think this is good. Gandalf. Hey, what do I know? I'm old. If this is what the ring bearer wants. Legolas. Yeah, the snow doesn't affect me. I'm good, guys. We would not have gotten a Balrog if we didn't challenge that moment. All right. Nothing shall pass. Let characters clash, misunderstand one another, or even intentionally mislead the other. This will add complexity to their interactions and allow dialogue to read naturally. And you know, let's move on. Showing versus telling in dialogue. What is the difference? Well, the difference between showing and telling in dialogue lies in how much the reader needs to infer. Telling dialogue spells everything out plainly, leaving no room for interpretation, taking the reader out of the experience, and just informs them. It often involves characters directly stating their emotions, intentions, or backstory. For example, a character that is telling the audience something might sound like, I'm scared of what might happen tomorrow, which directly tells the reader how they feel. Showing dialogue, on the other hand, invites the reader to pick up on cues that reveal the characters in a world, allowing the reader to be a part of the discovery and also use it's like they're thinking they're a part of the journey, right? So instead of saying I'm scared, the character might say, "Do you think maybe we should wait until tomorrow? Just to be sure." The hesitation, the indirect suggestion, all these show fear without stating it outright. So, do you think ellipsis dot dot dot? Maybe we should wait until tomorrow? Question mark. Just to be sure. This is that's instead of saying the character, I'm scared of what might happen tomorrow. You're giving the character a chance to sort of play around with it. Okay. More importantly, before we get into a real time example, let's go over how to know if you're showing or telling. To determine whether your dialogue is showing or telling, pay attention to the following: subtext versus explicit statements. If your character's emotions are spelled out directly, it's likely telling. Is telling bad? No, sometimes it sets up context. However, if it's all telling, it's time to remember that showing often involves subtext, what the character is saying indirectly or implying rather than stating outright. Look for emotions hidden beneath what's actually being said. Two, reader engagements. Okay, this is also important. Showing invites readers to engage with the text by interpreting actions, pauses, and word choices. If you find that your dialogue leaves nothing for the reader to think about or interpret, it may be too telling. Aim to leave some things unsaid so that readers have to do a bit of mental work to understand what's really going on. Keyword is some things. Not too much, not too little, but some. Too much telling or too much showing could be distracting. Too much telling could take the reader out. Too much showing could make it confusing. Because remember, a part of writing is clarity. You need clarity. Number three, use action and reaction. Okay, the use of action and reaction is important. So you have to consider you're pairing dialogue with actions and reactions to demonstrate what's being said, because what we say and don't say, what we do and don't do, is part of communication. For example, body language. Instead of characters saying, I'm really angry with you, like we said upstairs, they could shove a chair out of the way or speak through clenched teeth. Are you really going to do that? Yeah, figures you. That's what you want to. Of course, that's what you want to do. Actions can convey emotion more vividly than words alone, helping you show rather than tell. I'm really angry at you. It's different than I'm so right now. This I need a minute. All right. That's a little stronger. 4. And finally, natural flow. Read the dialogue out loud. Does it sound like something a person would naturally say, or does it feel like the character is narrating their own experience for the reader's benefit? Natural, believable dialogue usually shows by allowing the character's feelings to be inferred through their tone and responses rather than explicit explanation. Boom. Let's do it. Let's do a real-time example. We got a real-time example. Do-do-do-do. We got a real-time example. So the first one is going to be telling. All right, I'm going to show you telling. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do for you or do around you. I don't like you, and I don't want to work with you. Okay, so this is going to be an example of telling. Let's get some. Let's make it a little bigger for you guys. So you can. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around you. I don't like it. I don't like it. Around here. No, around you. And I don't want to work with you anymore. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Maybe even if we had a response with it, right? Like, well, maybe if is this because your ideas always suck and I never ever take any of them? Are you jealous? I think you're jealous because I know how to get ahead. All right. So let's even make it like just taggy. Mike said Mike. Like Mike said. Mike said. David said. Okay. So this right off the bat is very telling. Very telling. If we use first and foremost, if we say to ourselves, is this subtext versus explicit statements? We know that it's an explicit statement. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around you, right? I don't like it, and I don't like it. Yeah, and I don't want to work with you anymore. Those are all explicit, including this. Is this because your ideas always suck and I never ever take any of them? Are you jealous? I think you're jealous because I know. All right. The other part is reader engagement. Remember, we want to invite readers to engage with the text, right? And in this situation, they don't get to engage with it. They're just being told. It's a statement. It's a statement of revelation. It's an exposition. Okay. And then, of course, we definitely do not utilize, we don't use the use of action and reaction, right? So, or I should say, action and reaction. All right. We don't have any action or reactions. We didn't put anything in here. It's just dialogue. It's straight dialogue. All right. And of course, natural flow. Do you feel it's a natural flow? How do we decide if it's natural flow? Remember, read the dialogue out loud. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around here. I don't like it, and I don't want to work with you anymore. Is this because your ideas always suck and I never ever take any of them? Are you jealous? I think you're jealous because I know how to get ahead. Now, if I was to act that out, okay, for the hell of it, my behavior would elevate this dialogue. So just adding action would change the behavior of it, right? I've had enough of your crap. That's not really necessarily angry, but that's like annoyed or disappointed, or it's I've had enough of your crap. So behavior automatically changes dialogue. And I am in no way saying this is good dialogue. And that's the point. It is extreme telling. But the natural flow happens because I create some action or reaction. I've I've uh I've had enough of your crap. Okay? All you do, all you do is take credit for people everything else people do around you. I have now taken that just from actions and reactions. I haven't even added like actual you're seeing the physical. I haven't written it on the screen yet. You're just seeing the physical reactions, and that's the thing. Maybe it's happy. Yeah, you know what? I've had enough of your crap. you know, right? So that's he shook his head, laughing. I've had enough of your I've had enough of your crap, he said, throwing his hands up. Right? Now there's movement to it, right? But that doesn't make it still good because it's missing subtext. It's just explicit. So let's try to develop this into something else. Okay. All right. Let's just copy and paste this, and then we'll just eat it up from there. All right. Let's see. Let's start with adding some subtext to it. Okay. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything. Yeah. No. I'm done. It's just I'm gonna add action later, but this is just another opportunity for Mr. David over here to do what he does best. Just do what he does best. All of us know what that is. So do you. So do you. You, me. You being here means I'm not. You being here means, well, the I don't like it and I don't want to work with you anymore is no, I'm done. No, wait, okay, let's say that I don't like it and I don't like you. So all of us know what that is, and so do you. If you're here, then I'm not. All right. And we could leave actually we could leave Mike said because we're gonna slowly build on it. All right. And then is this because your ideas always suck and I never yeah. Good. And I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. Your energy is so damn draining. I think you're jealous. Oh yeah, are you doing your energy is so damn draining. It you can't you just can't keep up with me. I might even say your energy is so damn draining. Yeah. Go. hell out of here. You and wait, you. You're so damn draining. You just can't keep up with me. All right. So a couple things. First is because you gotta create. All right. Even do this. Okay. So now let's read this. Let's see. Oh, well, the subtext. So let's see. Yeah, no, I'm done. This is just another opportunity for Mr. David over here to do what he does best. All of us know what that is. And so, wait. And so do you. If you're here, then I'm not. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. Go, get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You just can't keep up with me. You're so damn draining. Yeah, you just can't keep up with me. All right, so we know there's now subtext. Is it too subtexty? Right? Yeah, no, I'm done. Okay, so let's look at this first line. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's do this. So this line goes with this line. Is the subtext still there? Whoops. Right? I've had enough of your crap. Yeah, no, I'm done. Right? Means the same thing. All right. So next, all the people around you. Oh, Jesus, so long this line. Okay. All right. So the first line is all you do is take credit for everything else people do around you. Oh, yeah. All right. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around you. And then the new line is this is just another opportunity for Mr. David over here to do what he does best. Right? To do what he does best. That might be too vague. So all you do is take credit for everything else people do around here. This is just another opportunity. Succeed. Suck. Succeed. Others. All right, I think that's better. All right, that's the same sentiment. This is just another opportunity for Mr. David over here to succeed. Did I spell that? Yeah. This is just another opportunity for Mr. David over here to succeed. I don't think I think I could take away the comma. To succeed on the backs of others, right? So this is just another opportunity for Mr. David. This is just another opportunity for you on the backs of others. Okay. All right. Now, this is the I don't like you, I don't like it, and I don't want to work here anymore line. Boop. Here we go. Right here. And this also breaks up the pacing a little bit. So the I don't like it, and I don't want to work with you anymore. And then it's turned into all of us know what that is. Oh, I got to change this line. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. Da-da-da-da. So I could actually take this line. Okay. If you're here, then I'm not. So that's I don't like it, and I don't want to work with you anymore. That's very boom. It's right there. It's not on the nose. All right. So then let's go here. So in this situation, Is this because? Oh, yeah, spelling. This is this because your ideas always suck and I never ever take any of them? And we change it to good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. Okay? Very straightforward. Are you jealous? Okay. Go get the hell out of here. So damn drained. Okay, so this is a big change, right? So blue, 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 blue. All right. So originally was, are you jealous? I think you're jealous because I know how to get ahead. So we basically take away the jealousy part and we kind of infer, right? Go get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You just can't keep up with me. Right? So it takes away the questioning aspect and it becomes more of a direct how they feel. So the subtext here is, oh, they must be jealous of me. You're jealous. And besides, you don't know how to get ahead, right? So you just can't keep up with me gives it more agency. All right. Which creates the reader engagement. All right. But now let's see about action. Okay. So let's take this and create some action. Boom. All right. Yeah, no, I'm done. He said, oh, let me take away the colors for now. Oh, yeah, I just want to take this color away. All right. Then pointing his finger in David's face. All right. This is just another. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm done, he said, pointing his finger. Actually, yeah, no, I'm done. Head back. Turn to walk away. His face already red. Will could see him from the outburst. Turned approach on his boss. Yeah, no, I'm done. All right, now I could actually take this away. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Mike turned to walk away, his face already red. Before his will could save him from the outburst, he turned with an approach on his boss. Yeah, no, I'm done. Oh, wait. Okay. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. All right. I could even do this. He gestured to the workers around him. Okay. He gestured to the workers around him. If you're here, then I'm not, he said, pointing his finger in Dave's face. Crossing his arms, a smug lift of his lip. Knocked back. As the smug lifted his lip. Secured his position. Good. Now I don't have to. Oh, by the way, I don't need this anymore. Okay. All right. Crossing his arms, the smug lift of his lips secured his position. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. Go. Get out of here. Okay. He waved him off. He waved him off. A wag. His hand in the air. His hand in the air. All right. There we go. All right. Crossing his arms, the smug lift of his lip secured his position. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. He waved him off with a wag of his hand in the air. Go. Get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You just can't keep up with me. You'll never be able to keep up with me. I think that's better. All right. So there you go. So let's the actions are there. The actions change the whole feel of it. Okay. And then of course natural flow, which we'll read in a second. So let's go back to the top. It started off with this, okay? I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit. Oh wait. You want a little bit of me on there? Hey, right. I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around you. Right? Everything people. Let's see. I'm gonna try to read it straight without doing any emotion. I'll allow the behavior to influence the way I read it. So the first one is just, I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around you. I don't like it, and I don't want to work with you anymore, Mike said. Is this because your ideas always suck and I never ever take any of them? Are you jealous? I think you're jealous because I know how to get ahead, David said. Now, the next part is going to add a little bit more subtext, okay? Yeah, no, I'm done. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. If you're here, then I'm not, Mike said. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. Go. Get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You just can't keep up with me, David said. All right, so let's add the behavior to it. Mike turned to walk away, his face already red. Before his will could save him from the outburst, he turned with an approach on his boss. Yeah, no, I'm done. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. He gestured to the workers around him. If you're here, then I'm not here, he said, pointing his finger in Dave's face, crossing his arms, smug lift of his lips secured in his position. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. He waved him off with a wagger of his hand in the air. Go. Get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You'll never be able to keep up with me. All right. So the behavior creates a little bit of movement, and the subtext creates a little bit more natural flow. Because again, I've had enough of your crap. All you do is take credit for everything else people do around here is a lot different than, yeah, no, I'm done. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. If you're here, then I'm not. It's a lot smoother and a lot more fluid, especially when it comes to show, sometimes tell. So there is subtext there, but there's also context and exposition too as well. And if you notice, pointing his finger in Dave's face, now I don't have to mention that this is Dave because it's inferred. And that's part of letting the audience know. And Mike turned, so now I don't have to, he just, right? And we don't have to say he said, so we don't have to do anything. If you notice, he said is only here to indicate the movement that if you're here, then I'm not here is said with him pointing his fingers. That's creating the movement, okay? So there you go. There you go. There you go. Final thought. Want to do a final thought? Let's do a final thought. It takes work and practice to naturally find your voice as a writer in a way that allows you to control the art of showing verse, sometimes telling, in dialogue. But it's worth the effort to put some time into it, even when you're not writing. Practice your dialogue. What does that mean, Thomas? It means that you don't have to practice only when you're writing your novels. You can practice small scenes or snippets. I mean, like as an artist, when I was dealing with illustration, when I was first starting out in illustration, I would draw eyes all day. And then I would draw hands, and then I would draw arms, and then legs, and then I would draw bodies, and then I would draw like poorly designed body movement, dimension, showing hands like this, right? Because I wanted to be an illustrator, a comic artist. But I didn't just draw my I wasn't like, what comic am I going to draw? I got to do a whole comic. No, I had to learn the craft of illustration the same way I learned how to write. I had to learn how to describe things, how dialogue works, especially when I got into screenwriting. Screenwriting is all dialogue except for the small action beats, and the action beats are not prose like we're writing in a novel. And you had to infer and create such believable characters just through dialogue. So I had to practice dialogue before I even got good at writing scripts. So all I'm saying is dialogue that shows rather than tells will always make your characters come alive. It makes them feel more truthful and draws readers into the story on a deeper level. Because remember, effective dialogue is more than just a tool for delivering information. It's an opportunity to reveal hidden desires, fears, and motivations. Now, you've probably heard me say this before many a times. Every single line you write has to have one or more of these three elements: plot, character, or world building. And that goes for dialogue too. Dialogue has to reveal character, plot, or world building. And you say, Thomas, is that true? And I go, yes. Ignoring the fact that this is all behavior, which is all POV, which is all character, it also shows plot. Mike turned to walk away. That's plot. But his face already read his character. Also, Mike turned to walk away his character. Okay. Before his will could save him from the outburst, he turned with an approach on his boss. That is both character and plot. Yeah, no, I'm done. That's plot presented through the behavior. So, yeah, no is a character choice. It's not direct. It's not, I've had enough of your crap. It's, yeah, no, I'm done. It's a choice. The dialogue is creating character. This is just another opportunity for you to succeed on the backs of others. That is plot. Okay. He gestured to walk away. This isn't dialogue, but it's behavior, so it's character. If you're here, then I'm not here. That's motivations. That's character. But it's also plot. If you're here, then I'm not here, which means it's foreshadowing. If David is here tomorrow, then we know Mike will not be. If David leaves, then we know Mike will be. And the same thing. Good. Now I don't have to ignore your stupid ideas. This is character. But it also is plot. He's telling him what he doesn't have to do. All right. Go get the hell out of here. You're so damn draining. You'll never be able to keep up with me. That is foreshadowing. You'll never be able to keep up with me. That's foreshadowing a potential challenge. Right. But so that's plot. And then the way he's behaving is obviously character development. So there you go. Now, again, it's one or more of these three elements: plot, character development, or world building. You don't have to do all three, but if you notice, some of them were just plot, some of them were character, and some of them were plot and character. There's very little world building because it's just a small scene, and it seems like this is taking place in our realistic world, right? We don't even know what they do as a business. But my point is, dialogue should have purpose, and through character is important as well. All right. With that said, next video in this series is it's going to be about Mickey Mouse. No. We're going to talk about dialect and accents, how to incorporate dialect and accents to enhance characters' truth and their voice. And we're going to be showing you how to write dialect and accents without stereotyping. Okay. All right. Question. Could you show dialogue in the comments section below. All right. Do you have dialogue that you've written where it shows rather than tells, and you're like, this is a solid example of showing dialogue? With that said, if you haven't done so already and you want to, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out. That's it. See you next time. Keep developing the right mindset.